All right, let's take you to Noida, Mumbai and Pune and get you some good property options, and hopefully some of them will also be in your budget. Let's bring on Satnam Pawar. He's on the phone line. Satnam, I believe you bought something as an investment and are a little concerned about that project. Go ahead, spell it out.
Hi, Harsha.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, Sashwata this side. I had actually booked a 1.5 BHK in the year 2011, and I had taken a loan of around 30 lakhs from ICICI. Okay. But right now I'm looking for an upgrade to a 2 BHK, for which I would require a total loan of around 60 lakhs. Okay. But this upgrade is going to be in such a way, the builder is giving me an opportunity wherein I go for a cancellation deed, give back the property 1, and then go in a new agreement for property 2. Okay. Now I just want a step-by-step solution for seamlessly transfer the loan from one property to another.
Okay, so I don't think if that's going to be a very easy option, but just to also correct, I think this was not Satnam on the phone line with us, but this was really a call from Sashwata Das. And Sashwata, yours is a home finance question. Well, let's just take that as well. That's our expert segment. It's not always easy to get a home loan without foreclosing one to go and get another one. But Harsh Roongta is with us. Harsh, what do you think? The question, of course, we were waiting for you, but you've gone through the question in detail. Do you think Sashwat can switch the home loan without foreclosing one?
So there is no question of switching. There's no such concept that you switch the loan from one property to the other. A loan is intrinsically tied to the property. So if she is switching properties, she'll have to close one loan and take another. There's no concept of switching.
Okay.
But this is like anything. I have not understood the complications.
Okay. Sashwata, why is it that you would not want to just foreclose one and take another one, especially because you've got such a good track record, you're such a valued customer with ICICI? That should be possible very easily. What's the concern here?
The concern is, I'm looking for a larger loan. I'm looking for a 60 lakhs kind of a loan. If I had the 30 lakhs at hand at my disposal, then I wouldn't have gone for a loan for the first place. So how do I close the first loan? I'm looking for a greater loan, 60 lakhs, which I would like to take from ICICI. So it's an egg and chicken story. After all, ICICI would have to pay me, give me a loan of 60 lakhs. So why should I give them back a 30 lakh?
Yes,
now what does he do?
This
is where the problem is, that he
is
wants a larger loan, Harsh.
So there is a problem. Okay, now I understand, Shashwat, where your problem is. I think the problem is that you need a fresh loan to pay off another loan. Okay, you want to take a loan against one property to pay off another loan. So there is a problem. I think you did speak to your existing lender. I think your existing lender is ICICI, right?
Yes, he has spoken to his existing lender. And Sashwat, what is the response you got from them? Was it that your eligibility is not for a larger loan?
No. Eligibility is not a question. I am fully eligible for a larger loan. Only thing is, the bankers seem a little confused as, they haven't handled such a case in recent past. So, but I think, it should be a straightforward case. I'm just trying to upgrade. Any consumer might want to do that from a 1 BHK to a 2 BHK.
Fair enough. I think it's interesting.
So it's not a straightforward case. I think that one I really beg to differ. Shashwat, is not a straightforward case. It is in many ways a unique case. What would have been a straightforward case, okay, is that if you wanted say a higher loan against the same property or something where the security does not change. Here clearly you are looking for another loan, but I think it's a matter of talking, and especially if the lender is the same, which in your case is ICICI, where the lender is the same. I think this is an handleable issue clearly. What they really need to do is to make part disbursement on one loan, which will go to pay off the first loan, and I don't see any problem why the builder can't enter into an agreement where the payment will happen later. Clearly, I think if the
because
builder,
it's the same builder also.
Absolutely,
it's the same builder also.
Where it is the same builder, I think the real issue is with the builder, because if the builder is willing to agree to get the payment post the registration of the document, that will solve the problem. So I don't see any reason why the builder is not agreeing to that.
Okay, so Sashwat, I think you need to pursue with the builder, not with the bank. For bank, it is an exceptional case, and you know, in large banks, those are very difficult to get through. Just pursue with the builder that he can wait for a certain time period before the rest of the amount comes in.
And it is standard. It is standard. Every builder registers the document first and does get payment later. I mean, it's pretty standard for a builder. So unless there is a specific problem here that is not visible,
evident or visible, all right. I think just go ahead, Sashwat, and pressurize the builder. If he, I mean, from your email, it seems that the builder is a good builder. He's given you better options of a very near completion project and something that you like or love and would like to shift into. I think the rest of it just should be persuasion as well. All right, so now that we are at home loan topic and we've got you, Harsh, let's talk about what's going on in the home loan market per se. You know, with the latest rate cut, nothing has moved. Rates haven't come down. I mean, neither have the base rates come down. They don't make a difference to anybody's life.
State Bank decreased the 5 basis points. That was not in response to this cut. It was in response to the earlier cut.
Why is that?
Well, I think till March the liquidity was extremely tight. So I don't think we have seen deposit rates drop either. So I think we've now seen first signs of deposit rates dropping. PNB announced a fairly steep cut in deposit rates. I think we should see some movement. Let's see. I think it's dependent on what the big daddy does. I mean, SBI, ICICI,
and HDFC.
And HDFC. I think these are the major players and how they access. I think these 3-4 players.
You know, my worry is that despite high rates, they've all seen very healthy growth in their home loan books, and they probably don't see any reason to drop rates.
So I think this time around, clearly yes, it may not be in response to dropping rates generally purely for home loan, but there is pressure in the system for transmission. So clearly, I mean, RBI is not happy that I have dropped rates and still
the banks are not passing it on to the customer.
And I think so there is a lot of systemic pressure to drop rates, but clearly it will become it will actualize only if deposit rates can drop, because if deposit rates don't drop, I don't think we're going to see loan rates drop.
And
so I think in terms of
is so muted that banks don't want to bite that bullet. They're worried that, you know, they will lose deposits even more if they drop the deposit rates.
Yes, and that in turn is rooted to the inflation, because even if you look at PPF rates, which are now linked to government security prices, I mean, PPF is at 8.7%. Now, bank deposits to some extent
have to give you a little bit more.
No, so PPF does not directly compete with bank deposits. One, there is a limit, plus it's a lock-in product. But even their small saving products are fairly stiffly priced. I mean, they're all 8% plus. So I think banks have their work cut out
very hard. So in the, let's say, April, May, do you expect that banks will soften and probably the end consumer might see rates coming down to levels of 9.75 to 10 in a good scenario?
I think we will see some softening. So today the rates are between 10 to 10 and a half. That's the band for normal customers. I think that band will drop to 9.75 to 10.25. So I think we'll see some softening, possibly more towards the middle or end of the quarter rather than in the immediate next 4 or 5 weeks.
Roongta, thank you very much for joining in. Always interesting to get your perspective. So really no relief for us as takers of home loans for the moment, even though we did see in March a rate cut coming from RBI. Seems we'll have to wait at least 2 or 3 months more before we will see another 0.25% cut getting passed on our home loans. We'll keep bringing you these interesting discussions and expert views so that you can take a good call in terms of getting the right finance and the best finance for your home purchases. All right, now to a buy, sell, invest question.